We knew that it was a really special spot.
Colette Griffiths has owned the Federal Store, tucked in Vancouver's Mount Pleasant neighborhood at the corner of Quebec Street and East 10th Avenue since 2016.
We saw the last tenants papering over the windows one day and slipped a note under the front door. And 3 days later, we were signing the lease with no business plan or anything, but we just kind of felt in our gut that it was the right thing to do.
She says the spot has been a corner store in one form or another since 1926. But she says running the business has been tough, partly because they often have to pay the same fees and adhere to the same regulations as larger businesses, even though she says they don't have the same ability to generate revenue.
When we first opened, we had a tiny little table out front where we were selling a couple plants, like, 1 foot by 2 foot kind of thing. And someone came by and told us that we couldn't do it because we didn't have a permit for it. And we looked into how much a permit was going to cost, and it's the same permit price that any other grocery store would pay to have exterior frontage for goods.
The city of Vancouver says in the 1920s there were about 260 corner stores like the Federal Store. Now there's roughly 90. It says it's looking to possibly change that as it launches a new survey to find ways to support existing and new corner stores.
We know these are a cherished part of neighborhoods, and we've heard that time and again through various engagement processes, through various neighborhood and citywide planning processes.
Andrew Pask says there's been renewed interest in corner stores, and the city has already made some small changes in recent years to support the neighborhood staples.
This is a more substantial look about new and existing corner stores and the types of things that we can do to really create the conditions that are favorable to more of these stores opening and the stores that exist thriving as businesses.
People City News spoke to outside the Federal Store said they'd like to see more places like it in the city.
I think they kind of embody this sort of sense of like small community.
I just like the kind of like homey vibe and the sort of cozy, personalized atmosphere.
I really like it because it's really cute here, really quiet, so you can really enjoy here.
Griffith says she'd like the city to be more flexible with what you're allowed to do in corner stores and wants fees to be scalable. And she'd also like to see more corner stores in the city.
And it sounds kind of, cliche or corny almost, but people tell us on a regular basis that it really feels like a place with a sense of community.
The survey is open until October 10th. In Vancouver, Monica Gould, City News.